Hi everyone, it's Lori. It is a gorgeous November day. We still have some color left on a maple tree here over the floral studio. So I'm Lori with Main Street Gardener. I'm here in 7B in Maryland, and this is my little floral studio that's out next to my shade garden. I use this to make flower arrangements for my photography and just to putter around in. It's become really my special little getaway space. So I've already come in and done an initial cleanup after all of my kind of summer and late fall arranging and projects. So it's had a one-time kind of reorganization. But what I decided I needed to do today was really get in here and clean out these cubbies and just clean up some debris that was left behind. I like to keep this space as tidy as possible, and I really want to use it as a winter, almost like a second office for me. So first thing that needs to happen is cleaning. I do need to get a dust buster for out here, but a good old-fashioned broom works just fine. So I'm just going to do some sweeping. I'd already done this once, but again, it's good to start with a clean surface. So just going to clean up a little bit, get everything off the floor and swept out. It's just some dried flowers and some leftover things from a fall arrangement that I did. So this space used to be our yard shed. So it had all of our yard equipment, our lawnmower. It was not finished. But we decided last winter that I really wanted to make it a studio for myself. And so we had it converted. We added the shiplap. My husband put in the floor. It's a commercial grade, I guess fake hardwood. So it's great. I can get water on it, dirt, no problem. And then we just used things we already had. So we had this workbench. I had some of the shelving, the chairs, and we just made use of what we had. So now you can see I have some seeds that I collected a lot of seeds at the end of the season, some zinnias and dahlias, and these were some extras in a bowl. And I have not cleaned them out, but I'm going to go ahead and just put them in a bag and see what germinates in the spring. So this cabinet I love. I got this in an antique store. It is super heavy, really well built. It must have been in a store. And I love it, but it can get cluttered. So what I want to do today is just go through and reorganize everything. What I like to do is keep like things on shelves. There are some things that I'm going to want to take inside that have just found their way out here. So I'm just going to clean up. So I keep a lot of floral supplies. So I have floral pins and picks. You'll see me now. I'm putting those in some cups. Makes it really easy. I have floral wire, floral tape, all those things. So I'm going to put all of those together on one shelf. I also have lots of just gadgets and things that you might need. A lot of attachments. Those were some napkins, ribbon, just a little bit of everything. So I'm just going through and cleaning up, trying to put like things together so that it'll be easy to find this spring. It's a handy cabinet. For some reason, I have hundreds of glue sticks, but we're going to put all those together and just make it nice. So I don't know if you have a space like this. It's kind of like a junk drawer. You just everything kind of gets in there, and I'm not sure how that tape even fit in there to begin with, but we're going to find another home for it. All right, so you can see a little bit of a close-up. Let me know in the comments if you have a space like this and how you keep it organized. I don't want to label it, but I try to remember to put things back where they were so that it does stay pretty neat and cleaned up. I do love to use flower frogs, and I use chicken wire. I have another cabinet that I keep that in, but having all my floral things right here really helps out. You'll see I have some hot glue gun string hanging down. I'm going to get that cleaned up in just a second. I have some camera equipment and gear and just some things that make it handy when I'm out here in this space. All right, so now I'm gonna start um, cleaning up this side area. I have a ton of books and I really need to figure out what I want to do with them. And these are some of my favorites that I like to keep out here to use for inspiration when I am making arrangements. So it's always good to find some new inspiration and new ideas. So those are some of my favorite books and I brought them from inside the house. I kind of switch them out seasonally. But I want to keep some in here. So now I'm going to actually use these red candles that I found. They are not staying in the container very well. So a trick that I always use is just to add some tape to them, and that will make them stand up straight and fly right. So I'm just going to get those, and I think those will be pretty to have somewhere out here to add a little holiday spirit. So you can see my basket of books. Those are antique books, and I actually use those in photo displays or to place my flowers on top of. So if you haven't checked out, I do have a website, lorilangford.com, where I have my photo images and classes and workshop information. I do offer workshops in the garden, and I also have a YouTube channel if you're into photography. But let's go ahead and continue with our cleanup, and I'm going to find a special place for these books in just a minute. So I planted some paper whites and I brought them out here because they get great sunshine, and I don't love the smell of paper whites. So I thought it would be better to have them out in the studio where I can enjoy them and be able to have the windows open and the breeze and not have them actually in the house. So I thought it'd be fun just to add these red candles for just a touch of holiday, and I think that's a good use for them. I had taped them up for those holders, but I think they're going to look really pretty in here with the paper whites once they come up. I will probably need to create some type of staking, but we'll figure that out once they actually start and get tall. So just going to keep those red candles in there. I will probably not light those, but I just thought it gives a little bit of festive color out here in the floral studio. So this is a little desk that I brought in. I haven't always had it out here, but it's really nice because I can clear it off and use it for still life displays. I can use it if I'm working with a lot of flowers. I can place my buckets on it so that I don't have to reach down. I can put a tarp and collect cuttings. I've used it for many, many things. For this winter, I'm trying to keep it cleared off. I've actually been coming out here to work a little bit, so it's been really nice. So I do want to keep the center of the table pretty cleaned off so that I can bring out my laptop or books and just have it really as a nice space to enjoy. So I'm just putting some final touches on the space, putting some things. I have this little bowl full of nuts and acorns and things that I have found in and around the garden. So we're just going to kind of get things straight. I have this little mushroom lamp and bring that around, and I think that will be nice. That's on a Lazy Susan that I will use time to time, especially if I'm making a flower arrangement. So I like to keep things out that are multi-purpose, and that way I can use them for different things, and really quick I can take things off and put other things on. So we've got the display here. I am going to light this candle. It is one of the ones you can get from Home Goods. It's I think salt and sea. It kind of smells like the ocean. It's really, really nice. And yes, my lamp is wonky. I need to get a actual bulb for it. It's one of those shades that fits over a bulb. So we'll get that later today and get that fixed. So I love this space where I can sit out and see the shade garden. I can hear the birds. We have wind chimes out there and they are just beautiful. It's just a really nice space. And in the winter, it gets full sun whenever we have sunny days. So it's a really nice spot to work in and work on flowers and just enjoy. And then during the year, it's actually shaded, which is really nice as well because it gives some shade. I really didn't get hot. I don't have AC out here. I was able to just keep the windows open all season, and it was great. Okay, so here's the final cleaned up floral studio. I'm so pleased with it and excited to be able to come out here and enjoy it during this winter. So you can see the little candles, and we've got all the dust up, or at least most of it. The cabinet is completely reset, and I think I'll remember where everything is. I got my books in a really nice spot where I can grab those. These are some favorites that I want to use this winter. And tucked away a couple other things, and just have all my shelves kind of cleaned up and where they need to be. So the next thing's going to be cleaning out the big, there's a big cabinet that I haven't shown you. It's right there on the left. It is full of all my containers. So probably one day this winter we'll clean that out together. I need to get them all washed and cleaned up. But I'm really, really happy with this space and excited to be able to come out here and just enjoy a nice glass of hot tea and mug of hot tea on a beautiful day in the winter, and just sit out here and look at some of my photo books. So hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.